Hey collective, let's get some messages for the 3rd. This is May 2022. So this is a situational read for the collective consciousness here. So please go out clear, concise messages. Thank you, amen. And a 3. All right, what is the situation here? All right, so we have quarrels and disputes here, basically. Something is either being left unsaid, too many things have been said, someone feels turned away, turned off, put out, left behind. Yeah, it can be, we'll see what it's around. It could be cutthroat energy, but this is also a gossip card. And it's just mean-spirited. It's like Mean Girls sort of vibes. All right, let's see what you or the other person's thoughts are about the situation. Oops. You or the other person's thoughts about the situation. Wow, look at this. 3 of Swords is a total heartache, a total heartbreak rather, and this is really upsetting. So someone is thinking about this, or thinking about going through this, or thinking about how this situation has broken their heart or their trust here. Yeah, this is a really deep felt quarrel or something or other of that regard, if that's the case. This could be a realization of something as well, if this isn't another person in your environment or you. As a situation, it just could be a broken heart about these things happening around you. All right, what are you or the other person's feelings about the situation? Wow, that's so sad, collective. You're having a hard day today. Oops. All right, cards. Wow, I feel like even my cards are fighting. This feels so interesting. All right. What are your feelings, collective feelings about the situation? Yeah, a reunion here. This is a celebration. It's friendships and happiness, and it's gaiety and fun. Could even be parties. We have 2 3s now, so there's definitely a third party situation. If it's not another person, it could be say something about a celebration or a circle of friends or a reunion, and then too many people involved here. All right, well, let's get the most probable outcome for this situation. What's the most probable outcome for this situation, collective? All right, so yeah, we have 7 of Cups, 3 of Wands, Knight of Wands, and and the Nine of Swords. So now we have our third 3. Let me look that up before I forget. Here, guys. Wow. Okay, so according to this handy little list, this involves deceit. So very interesting. So this is now beyond a third-party situation, right? And we do see 7 of Cups and then the 9 of Swords opposed to that. We'll see in a moment. If we have this, let's just see here before I go any further. Yeah, I was gonna say if we had the Knight of Swords here, I would be, this would be incoming disputes, but this could have already happened here, or or just something that is inevitable. Yeah, this is choices, options, losing sleep, and then in the center, this expectations and adventure, this sense of sort of this, lusty offer here. It could just be for an adventure, a lust for life, or, with the Knight of Wands here. But it could be also a situation. We do have Wands energy. I always consider it has to do with work. It's not only Pentacles, but it is Wands, right? So, and we have a lot of Wands energy on the outside influence here. It's all Wands. So we're looking at the most probable outcome is going to involve a great, what is going to feel like your all. This just feels like, there's not a lot of dark cards or anything. It's just, it feels like a lot of effort today. Even if it feels like an adventure somehow. It's, yeah, so 7 of Cups just looks at, and there is, I would say not so much deception here with this, but maybe a delusion. There could be some delusions here. Or just trying to figure things out, like what is real. The Cups are in the feeling position here, which I find really important, as are the Swords, which are the thoughts in the thoughts. So these are almost like complementary positions for these cards to land in when it comes to their element. So there is this sleeplessness here with the 9 of Swords, though. There is this what about this situation? What about what to say? Is this I don't see things being said here necessarily. I see things being unsaid, which is interesting because it looks like this direction could just include more communication, but yeah, there's a feeling of defending against here with internal energy. So let us look. Maybe it's that you're presenting yourself with too many options, too many things that could happen here, for example, and it's sort of like making you feel, yeah, like the whole point about that word deception or deceit. It's like, why, like, you can't think your way out of something here, is what I'm getting. It's just, we saw all those major arcanas yesterday, for example. We see very few of them today, only 2. So it's almost like something has already happened, like something's already shifted, or remember we saw the Devil a couple of days ago too, and it was like that's an issue of time as well, right? And age. So there's this matter of, and the world we were seeing, and the wheel. So it's like there is this opportunity, but it's like going to come to a close. So that's sort of what I'm feeling here as well. So external energy, it's just, you have to move on to carry whatever burden you've placed upon yourself here, frankly, because this just feels like there could be trickery afloat. And because of the deceit with the 3 threes, with the Magician here showing up on internal energy especially, there's this sense of you or the other person. And for the purposes of today's reading, the 5 of Swords will always be the situation. So in terms of this situation, right, this could just be about, you know, the defenses, like being defenses or the defenses of someone who could be playing mind games or tricks here. Right? The Magician can be a trickster card. It depends what it's around, etc. But, you know, it can take certain things. It has a lot of tricks up its sleeve, right? They can, you know, magic can be, it can happen any which way that you are aware of alchemical situations or elements. I hope I pronounced that correctly. But with the Queen of Swords now here showing up, she's elementally the same as the situation. So yeah, there's a lot of arm's length. There's Divorce Queen energy here, Libra energy there. Mercury is here. Mercury rules both Gemini and Virgo, so there could be communication and then a sense of refinement and perfection and hard work. So very interesting. And then for overall energy for the reading today is the Ace of Pentacles. So that's nice. A new offer, Ace of anything is always welcome. And then we have the Tower. So if this is a love reading for you, for example, this could just be an offer that is rejected, or something that doesn't come across the way you want it to, or from the person you want it to, etc. It could just, you know, this is a very phallic energy as well. This could be like an eruption. So it's an eruption of an offer here, something that very much could have to do with the communication issue. Swords could be programming here as well, guys. I always say that about Swords energy. It just could be the way we think or communicate, process things, right? I do feel like there's a little bit of love in the heart here, right? Because of the 3 of Cups is in the heart space about the situation. It's like there's still a sense of gaiety and lightness here. It's not, I don't think there's like a hater situation. But yeah, something is going to be completely, I would say, possibly transformed with the Tower. Like it has to come, something that's going to be offered to you, or you offer to someone else, is going to be completely transformed. You could be dealing with a home and a vehicle, a new job here. This could be any practical thing, a new investment. This could be financial returns. It just could not come in the way that you had expected. But yeah, that is the reading for today. Wow, that was a very different vibe than the last couple of weeks. So take care of yourselves, collective. Stay in this lighter heart space and consider what you do have. I would say if something does feel like it's on shaky ground, you know, work on what has worked before, like just stand your ground with something here, and maybe get, if there is an element of deception or something like a sense of trickery, or even someone, even if it is, you know, magic, if whatever you consider that to be, there is going to be a sense of, I would say, if you've harmed anybody or sent harm or done any of like dark magic here, it looks like it could be coming back is the only other way I could read this. Or like any spell work or anything like that. Because there's a lot of bewilderment. There's some bewilderment there around sleeplessness, right? So it's like very, very interesting. I would use your heart. We're going to raise vibrations, right? Stay high vibe collective. We want to get out of this thinking space, any sense of trickery here, any sense of, taking, right? The Knight of Wands can really come across as someone who's just here for all the fun and then, a fair-weathered friend, and then they're gone when times get rough, right? So I think it's time to be more solid here, more planted and self-directed. So consider what you're thinking and saying and even speaking right now, particularly about moving forward with, any point in your life, any direction, but including a partnership of any sort here, and help dissolve disputes and get to the heart of the matter, get to what really matters, and that is, a sense of reunion and celebration here. All right, so that's everything I'm getting for your reading. I love doing these for you. Thank you so much for joining me as always, and I hope it was helpful to someone out there. In the meantime, take care. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.